So you might have wondered to yourself, what is that? What is in that box and why is it on his table? Well, from answer the question they feel, I'd have to take you back to December 2017. Now, in this period of time, I was just finding myself as a creative who was exploring video-based content and photography. Up until that point, I had been taking pictures for at least a year, and I was, for the most part, confident in my abilities to do just that. But in pictures, there was something missing. And I found that something in video. Video afforded me the ability to just make anything that I wanted. I could experiment and just try a bunch of different things. I could add sound, I could add effects, and that gave me life. Start making videos, I never know what I need. And because of that, YouTube and YouTubers suggested getting a handheld stabilizer for smooth, buttery footage. And because I was a mindless YouTube consuming junkie, I get myself one. And I was happy because I was gonna have the best footage in the world. Yo, you're suing me to get the stabilizer in the 2017. It made almost no sense to get it to anyone who was looking from the outside in, because I had 0 clients, 0 subscribers, and 0 followers. Nobody never knew me, but at the end of the day, I had a passion. I knew I wanted to do it. In that time period, Zhiyun was the biggest, baddest company that was doing and making the most innovation in the handheld gimbal section. And back then, the Crane 2 was the biggest, baddest one with a make to this point. And you know what? I get myself one because it was going to make my footage much better, right? So I jumped onto Amazon, added it to my cart, and checked out.
3 weeks later.
The crane reached my yard, but after the first day of actually using it, my footage was still crap. Because new gear doesn't equal new abilities. My skill set is still the dung here, so. And that wasn't where I wanted to be, so eventually I kept practicing and practicing until my skill set got up here, and my ability to use the crane also went up. Now this crane has been with me on every single project shoot ever. Though I love my crane too, there are some problems with it, some things that I would like to be upgraded, some things that I would like fixed. Fast forward to today, that box you see on my table, well, you're about to see. So, based on that intro, I'm sure you already know what's inside this box. So, we're about to open it up and reveal the content within. This is your boy Zhiyun. Welcome back to the channel. On this channel, I look at everything creative, photography, videography, and everything in between. So if you like content like that, then please join me back here next week, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Where's my knife? This is my first unboxing like on camera. So let's start with this side. Let's turn this on. Alright, so here we have a Crane 2S and that box. Here we go. So as you can see, this is a Crane 2S. I had previously the Crane 2, and before I even move on, I want to thank Zhiyun for sending this crane over to me. I really do appreciate it. So let's make the best of it. But yeah, thank you to Zhiyun once again for sending this over to me. So we are both seeing what's inside here at the same time. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is the box. Oh, wow. Something else is in here. A little service card thing here. Box. Don't need that yet. Alright. Maybe a thumbnail. First impressions of the case itself. I see that they decided to go with a foam, a hard foam case here. The Crane 2 came in a hard shell case, which would have been much durable than this one, but it's not bad. Let's open it up. Alright. I don't know where to start first. Let's actually we look at the crane itself last. Have the charger here. This seems to be one of the base plates. There seems to be another one here, so there are two of those. The batteries, I have some of those already. Oh wow, another base. Okay, I'm a little confused. I'm guessing these are all the different cords to actually connect. Thumb screw and a lens holder. I'm guessing this thumb screw goes somewhere in here. Alright. You have the tripod legs. Oh, okay. I've heard people talk about this. On the legs here, it's not full metal like the other Crane 2. It's softer, so it's a little easier on your hands when you actually are holding it. That's fun. Those stuff, and then the big and bad Crane 2. I'm a little high. Wow, it is beefier. It's thicker than the actual Crane 2 that I have. Yo, this thing feels solid. When I say solid, like solid, the carbon fiber design on it here is nice, and the gold accents on it. Yo, this thing, yeah, this thing is really well made. Wow. Alright. The Crane 2, you can actually lock the different axes. You can lock them, so when you're carrying it around, because what I normally would have to do is I would have to find some sort of way to strap it to my bag and use some sort of elastic to hold these pieces down so they don't actually move around as freely. So I'm gonna enjoy being able to actually lock it in place. This is everything that comes inside the Crane 2. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna use this. This is just more weight than I actually need. It's much lighter than the one I have for the 2, but I just normally carry the crane around as such. Wow. Alright, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do and put all of these things together. So this is not a review of the Crane 2S. I know it's been out for a while now and I'm late to the party, but that's fine. This is just our first impression, looking at the things that actually come in the box and how I like it so far. It looks so much more advanced and so much stronger. Looking at here, the motors look so much bigger than what I actually am used to on the 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little side by side comparison between the 2 and the 2S. This is the case for the 2S and this is the carrying case for the 2. This is much more of a hard shell. Again, this is simply foam. They're both well made. Kind of like the form factor of this one, but again, I won't be really using any of them. And this is the 2, the one that I'm used to. As you can see, this just freely moves around, and that would have been a problem when I normally strap this to my bag or anything like that. I have to find some way to hold these pieces down. And again, the difference that I see here is the size of the motors. The motors live inside these parts here, and the size of the motor of this one compared to this, it's just much bigger. You can see that it can hold much more weight than what this can actually do. So yeah, Crane, I'm gonna take this. I love this handle because of what it provides. So this will be moving from here and it will be living over on this one. Again, I mentioned the soft foam here. Again, this has a soft touch to it, while this is completely metal. This does feel a little bit more plastic, while this feel like, you know, you can bust ahead with this. This is not so as well built as this one, but I think I know why they did it like this. People who use gimbal tend to hold down here, and this just feels a lot better in the hand. This is a 2. This just feels a lot better in hand than this does. Okay, so finally, after what feels like 2 hours, it's more like 1 hour, I figured out everything for the most part, not every single thing about it, but I figured out how to actually, you know, get my camera on here with the new base plate system that they have. Yeah, so let's turn it on. I literally had to activate the gimbal, so now my information is linked to the gimbal. So let's turn it on. Yeah. Okay, so my first reactions to the gimbal is that it's much bigger than what I was expecting, but it's not big in a bad way. So I think it's just more capable to hold much more heavier devices. But yeah, that is my initial reaction to getting the Crane 2S, and this thing looks like it's built to last. That's what I think I like a lot about it. So I'm gonna spend a couple days actually using the gimbal as much as I can to get a better feel for it, and then I'll come back and give more of my own review of this gimbal. So thank you very much for tuning in and getting to the end here. If you made it to the end, it's a boy, Just Hugh, and until next time, later. Remember to subscribe, you know, please. Yeah, it helped me out, so subscribe.